I'm Amber Fuhriman, and this is the Break Your Bullshit Box podcast. If you want comfort, this is not the place for you. If you're ready to understand what makes smart, capable, successful people, including you, keep repeating the same patterns, this show breaks down human behavior, drawn from real conversations and years of studying what makes people create change so that you can make better decisions, have better conversations, and get better results. So let's dig in and break the bullshit that's been running the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Break Your Bullshit Box podcast. You know, I remember when I was growing up, my mom made a comment to me and she said, Amber, if you can't support yourself on $20,000 a year, you're never going to be able to support yourself on 100. And I thought she was out of her fucking mind. How is it that $100,000 a year couldn't solve all my problems? How is it that $100,000 a year wouldn't be enough? And I don't know when $100,000 became the driving force and the guiding light and the bench post that was going to solve all of our problems. But it did. Make six figures. The rest of your life is easy sailing. We all know how that works out, right? I'm here to tell you that whether it's money, whether it's a relationship, whether it's release of weight, whatever your goal is, it is not going to solve your problems and it is not going to make you happy. We get to understand what it is that we think we are going to lose or gain as a result of that goal. And identifying the happiness is a choice that we could choose to embody at any given time. That there is not this I'll be happy when moment. You know, I went through the majority of my life thinking that if I could just make six figures, if I could just have the respect of people in my profession, if I could graduate with that law degree, have the legal background and the legal profession and the respect and the money, that everything else would work out. And as soon as I hit my moment, as soon as I had all of those things and the six-figure income, that's when I started having panic attacks because I learned a very, very real lesson. Everything was supposed to change and nothing did. I had worked so hard under the illusion that hard work would pay off. And hard work only pays off if we know what we're working towards. And oftentimes what we do is we tie this unrealistic outcome to our goal. Once I have six figures, I'm never going to struggle again and I'll be happy. Everything else will just fall into place. The loss of my dad, the loss of the other people in my life, my consequences of some of my decisions in my life, they won't matter anymore. Once I'm in that relationship and I have a partnership and I have somebody there sharing the load with me, everything else will make sense. Once I move to a new city and I have a new house or I buy my first house, everything else is just going to feel better. I promise you, if this is the way that you are attacking your goal setting, if this is the way that you are approaching identifying what you want, you are setting yourself up for a heartache. And you're setting yourself up for a crash. Ask me how I know. The first step to making sure that we avoid this trap is really start asking ourselves what the purpose is of the goals that we're setting. When a client comes to me and they say, Amber, I want to make $100,000 in the next 6 months or $1 million in the next year, or by the end of 2 years from now, I want to have a business that's worth 7 figures. I love those goals. Wherever you're at in your life, I love those goals for you. Now my next question is going to be, what's the purpose of wanting them? What is it that you think that's going to bring you? Because I have never once had somebody come to me and say, I want to make $1 million just so they can carry $1 million around in a wheelbarrow. There is a definition, an outcome, a result that is tied to this money. There is an outcome or a result or a feeling that is tied to releasing weight, to getting in a relationship, to buying your first house. Whatever that is, we get to identify it so that we can make sure that, number one, it's something that goal is even aligned with. There are often times where we find ourselves moving the bench post, saying, oh, wait a minute. I set this goal. It didn't give me the happiness that I wanted. So my goal just must not have been high enough. When I hit 6 figures for the first time, that's exactly what I thought. It must not be that money won't make me happy. It must be I just didn't pick a high enough number. So let me pick a higher number and shoot for that. When in reality, what was going to lead to the happiness was addressing the misalignment in my body, addressing what I wanted to be doing with my life, addressing the lifestyle I wanted, realizing that success to me means location, independence, and freedom. And I had created a restrictive lifestyle and job. We get to identify what it is we want. If somebody comes to me and says, I want to have a 7-figure business, and I say, what's the purpose of that? And they say, so I can spend more time with my family. Those two things might not be in alignment. The amount of work and effort and energy that it takes to create a business of that magnitude may not align with more family time. So we get to acknowledge both. Spending time with family and making money are two very separate goals that get to be attacked at the same time within the harmony of the entire ecosystem of your life. We can only do that when we're honest about what we want, the purpose for wanting it, and how we're going to achieve it. So I'm here to be the bearer of bad news today. Money won't make you happy. The relationship won't make you happy. The weight loss won't make you happy. Your job is to sit down and find out what it is that you actually want in your life and what has prevented you so far from allowing yourself to have it. Once we identify those, we can start to build a real strategic plan to creating success on your terms. This is what designing your own life really looks and feels like. It's not waking up in the morning and setting unrealistic goals. It's not going to bed at the end of the year with New Year's resolutions, expecting everything to change on January 1st. It's not signing up for every single training you could possibly sign up for with the hope that one of them's going to stick. It's intention, guidance, and growth with an end point in mind. If this is something that you want to dig into more, if you're looking for more information and resources in how to do this in a way that is in alignment with your current situation and where you want to go, then head over to successdevelopmentsolutions.com. There you'll have a link to my calendar. You can book your free strategy call with me. We'll dig into where your time's currently going right now, what your goals are and the reason that you set them in the first place, and make sure that you're actually in alignment with those things happening. I look forward to connecting with you soon, and I am so excited to see where this journey leads you.